What's going on, fam? This is Richie coming at you with another episode of The Bridge. Let's talk about Kyle Rittenhouse. Now, in case you've been living under a rock for the last year, let me give you a quick recap of what's been going on. Last year, a man named Jacob Blake got shot. Jacob ended up getting shot by the police. He didn't die, but he is paralyzed, from what I understand. People got upset in Wisconsin, specifically in Kenosha, Wisconsin. People started rioting. There were cars on fire. There were buildings on fire. So Kyle, who lives in the next state over, he lives about 25, 30 minutes away, he decided to drive down to the community in Kenosha where his father, his grandmother, his friends live, and they decided to protect the property. I guess Kyle, there was a used car dealership that his friend owns, and they decided to stand their ground and make sure nobody basically burned down or set their cars on fire, along with some other buildings that were around that area. So while they were doing this, Kyle ended up getting attacked. One guy, he actually admitted on the stand that he pulled a gun on Kyle and he chased Kyle down the street, and then Kyle ended up shooting him. There was another guy who actually tried to crack Kyle in the head with a skateboard. Kyle ended up shooting him. And then there was another guy, Kyle shot him, but he also attacked Kyle. So basically, Kyle's trial was last week, and the jury decided that Kyle was innocent of all the charges. The jury decided that everything Kyle did, Kyle had a right to do. The people that he shot, they decided that it was all in self-defense. And I 1,000% agree with the jury. Everything Kyle did was in self-defense. Let me say that one more time. I 1,000% agree with the jury's verdict that Kyle basically acted in self-defense. I mean, how would you act if somebody tried to crack you in the head with a skateboard? How would you act if somebody pulled a gun on you and was chasing you down the street? According to our Constitution, if you are an American citizen, it does not matter if you're black, doesn't matter if you're white, it doesn't matter what color you are, if you're green, whatever color you are. It does not matter. If you're an American citizen, you have the right to defend yourself. Do y'all remember Dave Chappelle's last comedy special? He talked about the rapper The Baby. The Baby, before he blew up as a rapper, he was in Walmart and he killed someone in Walmart. You know why The Baby didn't go to jail for murder? Because what The Baby did was self-defense. Gucci Mane. Before Gucci Mane blew up as a rapper, back in 2005, it was in May of 2005, Gucci Mane was at his girl's house and some guys tried to roll up on Gucci Mane. He ended up getting into an altercation with one of them. He ended up shooting him, and after he shot him, about a week later or so, Gucci Mane drove down to the police station, turned himself in, and told the police what he did. You know why Gucci Mane didn't go to jail for murder? Because what Gucci Mane did was self-defense. There was also another example 5 years ago, a guy in Atlanta. In fact, he was at a gas station and he got into an altercation with someone. And you know what? I got the footage of what happened at this gas station. Just pay attention. Let me show you what happened, okay? Here we go. We got this guy right here. This guy walking over and this guy walking out to his car. Now you see this guy behind him walking up, saying something smart to him, like probably trying to rob him, ask you where you from, whatever. This guy goes in his car, pulls out that thing, and then that now he's on the ground shooting him. You see this? Now they got a shootout. His girl is actually in the passenger seat. She hops out the car and she's complaining that she got shot. So now she walks up in the gas station. I guess she wanted to get a Band-Aid or something. But basically, the police investigated that situation. You know why that driver didn't go to jail? Because the police decided that everything that he did was in self-defense. Why did I show you that video? I said all that to say is, It doesn't matter if you black. It doesn't matter if you white. It doesn't matter if you green. It doesn't matter if you brown. It doesn't matter what your race is. If you are an American citizen in this country, you got a right to defend yourself. That's why Kyle got off. That's why the baby got off. That's why Gucci Mane got off. And that's why that brother at that Atlanta gas station, that's why he got off. Because they all have a right to defend themselves. The Constitution says if you get attacked by someone and you have to defend yourself, if it comes down to a point to where defending yourself means you got to take their life, then basically that's what you got to do, and you have a right to do that. If defending yourself means you have to take their life, then you'll get off. You will not go to jail for murder because it's your right as an American citizen to defend yourself. But for some reason, people are mad at Kyle. People were actually mad at Kyle because he went down to Kenosha to go stop a burning building, to go stop people from burning down property. You're not really upset at the people that were burning down the property. You're more upset that Kyle went to go stop them from burning down property. That's what you call calling evil good and calling good evil. Let me read to you this Bible verse that it says, Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20. Check this out. Those who call evil good and good evil are as good as dead, who turn darkness into light and light into darkness, who turn bitter into sweet and sweet into bitter. Basically, this Bible verse is saying that if you're the type of person that what God says is good, you say is evil, and what God says is evil, you say is good, according to the Bible, you're as good as dead. There's no hope for you. Like, how in the world do y'all get mad at Kyle for going down to stop people from burning down property, and you're more mad that he did that than you are about the people that was actually burning down the property? That's what you call calling right wrong and wrong right. That is all the way backwards. That lets you know that right now we're really living in the last days, and it's important that everybody get right with God. You got to get right with God. Make sure that you got Christ in your life, because if you don't, when Jesus comes back to judge the world, you're going to get left behind, and you're going to have to deal with the judgment and the wrath of God, from which there is no hope for you at that point. It'll be too late. All the things you hear Christians saying about accept Christ now, give your life to Christ, make sure you're right with God, all those things won't matter then, because it'll be too late for you. Even if you try to cry out to God and try to have a relationship with God at that point, it won't even matter, because judgment will have already started. And so we're in the last days. Stuff like this already lets you know that we're in the last days, and that the tribulation period is not as far down the line as a lot of you might think it is. So with that being said, I just wanted to give y'all my perspective. I would love to know what y'all think about this in the comments. Do you agree? Do you think that my perspective is off? Is my interpretation of the Bible off? Did I get some of my facts wrong? Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I will see y'all on the next one.